Here's the truth about starting a Turo business. If you're thinking about starting a Turo business, just know you're walking into a lion's den with a meat suit on. Yeah, that's how serious it is. I'm not even here to sugarcoat it. I'm here to rip the band-aid off and tell you why 90% of people fail before their second car. So yes, I may hurt some feelings, but let's get into the video. Before I burn the Toro fairy tale to the ground, smash the like button so that this video gets in front of every future victim. Their lives depend on your likes. So I'm going to talk about some myths, some truths, and then I would show you how to win on Turo. All right, I'm the savior, so I'm here to save the day. Now let's start with some myths on Turo. A lot of people believe that Turo is passive income. Yeah, right. That's like saying pet tigers are low maintenance. It's just not. It's just not true. You can believe that, but here's what you need to expect. That you're going to be cleaning cars pretty much every other day. And unless you like cleaning cars every day, then you're going to love it. Then you're going to love Turo. So just expect that. Another myth that people put out there is that you're going to get rich fast. That's also not true. Most people on Turo make barely enough to cover their car payment. The Turo hosts out there know what I'm talking about. But hey, at least you're going to have 500 pictures of your back seats in your phone. So those are the main myths about Turo. And here's the truth. The truth is, there's no guest protection from Turo. Turo brings the guest. However, Turo has the ability to deny claims and liability from their own guests. And you need to understand, as a host, that you hold the liability because it's your cars. On top of that, Turo makes many platform changes that kills operations for hosts. I'll give you an example. They recently just banned AirTags. You can't even put AirTags in your car. You can't even protect your own car. So what happened to all the hosts who had 10 cars, 15 cars, and had the AirTags in all their cars? Well, guess what you got to do now? You got to spend time finding and removing all your AirTags from your cars. Isn't that crazy? And then here's the final truth. This is the nail in the coffin. The price race to the bottom on Turo is crazy. Everyone's doing price cuts. You go on Turo, you can rent Porsches for like $60 a day. I know the hosts are getting killed. There's no way they're making enough to cover their car payments. In 2025, starting a Turo business without a strategy is like showing up to a gunfight with a pool noodle. Now we're going to get into how to win. So smash a like on the video. Let's do it. How do you win on Turo? The very first thing you need to understand is that you need to niche down. Niche all the way down. Find your ideal customer. People don't understand this. They're just on the platforms buying whatever cars and putting it up, hoping for the best. You're not going to win on hope. Hopium. You cannot win on hope. You need a strategy. And number one is you need to niche down. You need to find your ideal customer. This is what will make you win. Why? Because now you know exactly what type of cars to buy for that client. You can create a repeatable process. Buy repeatable cars for the same client. Number two, you need to own your own systems. Yeah, this one is going to hurt a lot of you Turo hosts. You don't own anything on Turo other than your car. You own the biggest liability on the platform, which is your car. You don't own the customer. You don't own the payment processing. You don't own the claims process. You own nothing other than your car. And guess what happens if something happens to your car? You have no control. You're sitting back waiting for Turo, what if they deny your claim? You own nothing. You need to own your own systems. And that's what I have on this channel. We teach how to go private. So if you're a Turo host, subscribe to the channel and learn how to turn your Turo side hustle into a private rental business. 3, you need a buy-in strategy. I teach my private clients to buy cars under $5,000 because we focus on economy cars for gig economy workers. We're focusing on making our return on our investment in 3 to 4 months max. That's a buying strategy. You need that as a host. You need that as a business owner. And if you don't have that, you're going in blind. 4, you need strategic marketing. A lot of people just sit back. A lot of hosts, you just sit back and wait for Turo to bring you customers. What happens if it's slow? How are you going to make your car payment? Unless you've been saving up, most people don't. Most people still don't save up. They make the extra cash flow and they go spend the money. If you don't have a strategic marketing strategy, what happens next month when it's slow? You need to not rely on Turo for marketing. You need to do social media. You need to Instagram, TikTok, Google. Have a strategic way to bring an inflow of customers consistently. And then you need a scaling strategy. You need to know how to get more cars. Do it in a way that's efficient and will continue to grow your fleet month after month. Here's the thing. If you don't have these strategies in place, you're destined to lose. You're going to be like 90% of the people out there who have no strategy. They just throw cars on the platform and hope for the best. If you want an actual strategy, if you want an actual system, subscribe to the channel because this is what I teach. I'm not saying don't start. I'm saying stop acting like Turo owes you a living. The platform is just a tool. In the wrong hands, it is a money pit. So my question is, are you going to learn how to win